So this is a cold one with Corey and Carlisle. And if you don't know already, this is simply a free-form conversation recording session where Carlisle and I, we sit down, we have a 6-pack of beer, and we talk about things that happened the previous week before. Now, these are more like audio podcasts, which means that they're longer than our video reviews, and they're also unedited. So if you're offended by the foul language, you might not want to listen. But if you aren't, then sit back, hang out with us, and we hope you enjoy. Thanks. Go ahead. I ain't gonna start over. Go ahead.
Once again, live from the Spill Studios, located behind a liquor store off the I-35 interchange, it's time once again for A Couple of Cold Ones with Corey and Carlisle.
So it's a couple of candy corn.
You know what? I wasn't going to say anything.
I didn't pull this out because you gave it to me. I'm actually eating this stuff. One bag is gone.
Yeah, no, I knew it. This candy corn's awesome, man. I love it. Yeah, for those of you that remember our discussion last week, we talked about candy corn, and then I showed up to a screening this week of Soul Men with Corey and had 2 bags of candy corn for him. He's like, really? For me?
No, I really appreciated that, too. That was very heartfelt. I loved it. I was like, man, you could have brought me gold at the time.
This is candy corn, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah, we're not even drinking right now. I just got off of a plane. I'm sitting up here eating this candy. I was hungry when I came in. I was like, well, I'm not going to get anything to eat yet. I want to record, but it's a good time for some candy corn.
That's right.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Weekend okay? You get some work done, all that kind of stuff?
I was a really shitty week, so I'm just happy that it's a brand new week.
Looking forward to it is Monday. What day? Okay,
yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah,
we got a brand new week going on.
All right, man.
When people listen to this, it'll be Tuesday, which oddly enough is a little anniversary of mine.
What is that?
2 years ago. Today, because we're recording this on the 11th. 2 years ago today, I quit smoking.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you celebrate with a cigar or a cigarette?
No. I'm celebrating by sitting here with you, watching you eat candy corn.
Did you want some of this? I didn't
I've got a big bowl of candy corn at home, dude. I've been chowing on that for a week. No, I quit smoking 2 years ago. Doesn't it seem like I was just smoking like recently?
Yeah, you and Cyrus, man, both of you guys. Did you quit smoking at the same time?
No, he quit smoking because I quit smoking. We were supposed to quit at the same time, and then he pussed out, and then he realized after 2 months that I had completely quit smoking and that I was like totally, I was on the wagon, and he's like, crap, now I got to do it too. And so he quit as well. But yeah, he quit shortly after me.
So you as pissed off as he was when you quit smoking?
Oh, God, don't you remember the Happy Feet review?
Was that a result of...
Oh, I saw Happy Feet the day I quit smoking, and I wrote the review 2 days later.
That was the most insane conversation I've ever seen you and Leon in the middle of.
I had just quit smoking. I was all sorts of on edge.
Really? I mean, both of you guys seemed like you were on edge. I remember because Cyrus would just yell at me about stuff, and he emailed back and said, "Sorry, I just quit smoking." I was like, "Man, it's cool. We've all gone through it."
They're not playing around when they talk about that. When you quit smoking, you become a motherfucker. I mean, you don't just get a little tense. You become a motherfucker, and then finally you learn how to cope, and you become fine again. And then you're like, "Why the fuck was I smoking cigarettes?" But,
yeah, man, I tried smoking a couple of times to look cool. I mean, I did this like so much as like maybe 3 years ago. Just picked up a cigarette just to see what it was like. Just try to look cool. I must have looked like the most retarded person trying to smoke something, coughing, fumbling with the cigarette. But yeah, the Happy Feet review that you did, I mean, I don't know if you want to tell people. I just remember it had something to do with Happy Feet was telling kids to not believe in God.
Well, no. I mean, really, Happy Feet is there's a lot of stuff in there. It's a children's propaganda film, and I was one of the only critics on the planet to call it out for that. Everyone else kind of avoided that landmine and said, "Fuck, we're just going to write about how pretty the icebergs are." And
people genuinely liked it, though.
No, people were genuinely divided by it. In fact, Man, this is bringing up a lot about it.
I'm not going to take it there. I'm just. I saw Happy Feet and it made me happy.
Nobody was taking Happy Feet seriously, and Fox News, they sent one of their anchors' mothers to go and see the film and review it because they so didn't give a shit about it. So they had this like 70-year-old woman reviewing the film. It was because of the review that I wrote that they said, wait a second, what the hell's going on here, and went and saw it, and then they started covering the film and talking about what a liberal propaganda film it was.
But that's what Fox does with everything.
Yeah, except I was actually responsible for calling their attention to it. That was the scary thing about what was going on at the time, because like nobody was writing about it. And it's not just them. I mean, it really became kind of a thing for a while. And George Miller was getting asked about it all over the place. He was getting asked about my review constantly. And that was the moment at which I knew that I had kind of, it was one of those moments where it's like, okay. Because George Miller, I read an interview where he got asked about my review. He's like, I don't know what these people are seeing. These people are bringing their own stuff. There's nothing political about my movie at all. And then even the people that loved it said, oh, now wait a goddamn second. That movie's extremely political. We just happen to agree with your politics.
Leon argued with you for about an hour and a half.
But
about
Leon is an atheist who is an extremely liberal atheist. The film was made for Leon. If Leon had kids, that would be the film he'd want to take his kids to. It was... Me and him are on opposite sides of the spectrum, but we get along because we both belong there because of reason. We're not, ideological demagogues are just spitting, rehearsed mantras back at one another. We actually have conversations. And this film was on the opposite end of me. And I don't have a problem with the film existing. My problem was always with the fact that they didn't advertise it properly, that they tried to conceal it. They actually did. You've seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
In all the trailers, they digitally edited out the 6-pack that's around the penguin.
Yeah.
They took that out because they didn't want to even hint at the fact that there was some kind of ecological message within the film. And there's a lot of stuff that was within the film that was controversial and is fine to be in a film, and that I totally support. I just don't support concealing.
Yeah, no. I saw it on a plane on my way back from I don't know where I was coming from, but I watched the whole thing and I was like, I like this movie.
You even like the 10-minute dance sequences?
That movie was fucking
love
boring.
That,
man. I love
that movie. Bored the shit out of me.
Happy Feet made me happy.
But see, you're an animator and you're very forgiving of animated films.
No, I'm not. No,
yeah,
I'm not
no. Yes, films. You are. I remember we all walked out pissed off at Shrek 3, and you were the guy going, "It's not that bad."
No, I didn't say it was that. I didn't say it was not that bad. Actually, what I said was I saw Shrek 3 as a piece of every other blockbuster that summer, and I compared it to things that people were like warring about, like you guys were arguing about Transformers, and I said I see it the same as Transformers. You guys were arguing about Spider-Man 3. I said I see it the same as Spider-Man 3. I see it the same as Pirates of the Caribbean. To me, that was a suck-ass summer, and this was just another piece of it.
I remember that review very well.
No,
we ganged up on you.
I made it. Hey, look, who edit these reviews? I made it that way. I made it funny, but the thing is, I did say, and in the review, people can listen. I said it's the same as every other blockbuster out there.
Animated films happen to be your thing, and you are easier. I know you don't want to acknowledge that fact.
No, because I'm telling you that I know for a fact that's not true. I mean, you can perceive that if you want to.
Oh, sure, okay,
but that is not true.
I want to.
That is your perception,
and that brings us to tonight's top 5.
In fact, what animated movies did I not like that I think you guys liked, and I came out of saying I don't really care for it. It was something.
One.
WALL-E was something that I admitted that you liked better than I did. I thought WALL-E was cool, but I wasn't crazy about it. What do you call it? What was that movie? The car movie? Cars. Yeah, I thought Cars was
nobody
lame.
liked Cars.
Yeah, no,
Cars
was somebody liked Cars because they made that a big hit.
Yeah, 3-year-olds.
No, I mean I don't
out
care.
There's some 45-year-old going, "Fuck you, Carlisle.
Exactly.
Cars is awesome.
There's a lot.
Pixar rules. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's another one.
Fail.
Monsters Inc. You liked a lot, and I said, Monsters Inc. I didn't really care.
What are you
for
talking about? I'm not the Monsters Inc. fan.
Somebody loved Monsters Inc. a lot.
I thought Monsters Inc. was entertaining, but I don't love it.
I just thought like whatever. Ice Age came out of saying it's good, but
I don't like Ice Age at all, and I hate Ice Age too.
And as of recently, Madagascar. I was actually more critical about that than you were. We kind of gave it the same rating, but I said,
"What do you?" I think you're thinking of Cyrus.
Madagascar 2, actually.
I thought it was better than the first one, but not particularly good.
Yeah, I mean, I came out saying Madagascar was kind of.
You're forgiving of animated films.
Out of
you
all
love
these, let me ask you: out of all these movies that I named,
you're taking this. You are taking this. No, you.
No, out of all these movies that I named, how is this proving that I am more forgiving of animated movies? Out of all these movies that I named, how is that proof?
Because you've named a couple of films that you didn't like versus you didn't bother to name all the films that you really like.
Name some movies that I really like. Exactly.
No, don't even.
No, name one. Name one.
Here's okay. You know what? I'm going to take this all back because you don't understand what I'm telling you. You have no idea what I'm even saying. I may as well be speaking fucking French here because
you did not give me one movie that I just loved that I gave it more credit for. If you can name one, and don't say Shrek because I said Shrek was just like any other blockbuster.
Now you're making me try to remember your reviews of things, and I don't remember your reviews of things.
But
I know I've sat across from you for what? 5, 6, 7 years now,
and you cannot name one animated movie that I've been biased against or been lenient on. I tell you what, I've come out of some movies liking them, saying that it's an animated movie, and then but it didn't get that much credit. Titan AE is one of them.
Well, Titan AE is awesome.
Yeah, but we agreed on that. Like Titan AE is kind of an underrated movie. I can see where
Titan AE is very underrated.
It's where the story wise is probably not going to appeal to a lot of people, but I thought it was kind of cool.
Treasure Planet.
I did like Treasure Planet.
Yeah, I did not like Treasure
Planet.
But
it's not because it's an animated movie, because Leon liked Treasure Planet too. We came out of it saying, hey, that wasn't so bad. We can see it's not going to be a hit, but I tell you what I didn't like.
I liked it better when it was called Titan AE.
And I did compare it to Titan AE. I even said...
No, all I'm saying... And
I didn't like Atlantis, though.
You keep interrupting me. All I'm saying is you being an animator... You enjoy a lot more of the nuances of the animation.
But you haven't been able to prove this yet.
I'm not trying to prove. I don't have to prove. It is not something that I feel the need that I have to prove.
You should be able to back yourself up on things like that, though. I backed myself up on movies that I said. I backed my point up on saying that I'm not crazy about animated movies just because they're animated. You should be able to back your point up by telling me that.
No, you know what? I don't have to. You are the one that has to sit there and...
I've proved it. I've defended it.
No, you haven't proved it. You said, hey, look, I like this, and you loved that. I didn't like this, and you loved this. No, I didn't like that. You brought up a number of films that I didn't like that you also weren't so hot on. However, for years, I've sat here and watched you always give a higher rating to animated films than I have.
But you can't name one.
Finding Nemo.
Everybody loves Finding Nemo.
Everybody but me, motherfucker.
And that you can't pin that on me. Man, let's move on.
That's my one. I tried to move along, so let's get into tonight's top 5, motherfucker.
Crazy son of a bitch. All right, so Finding 5.
Nemo's overrated, dude.
Finding Nemo, there's a million people out there.
I'm well aware that I don't get
millions of people.
Weeping pussies.
Okay. Now,
whispering eyes.
Here's one movie. I'm going to move on, but this is my last point here. Lion King, don't get it. Liked it. Don't know why it was one of Disney's best animated movies.
I loathe The Lion King, dude. I hate that movie. We've talked about that before, but we'll move on and get into the top 5 because this weekend's top 5 is moderately entertaining.
Yeah, at number 5 we have Happy Feet 2. Electric Boogaloo. No, go ahead. That's your thing. Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
No, I don't. I mean, we can move right. We're getting to number 5.
Oh, okay, there we go. Number 5. Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Hey, I'm happy to see that this is still in the top 5.
Steep drop, but still in the top 5.
Sure, but it's Kevin Smith, and it's a movie we liked, and it made me laugh. So,
and hey, look, I don't know how much the movie made, but I'm sorry, I don't know how much the movie cost, but it made $6.3 million this week. Last week it was at $10 million.
Not a lot. He's making no budget films. That's the whole thing. Is a lot of people didn't get Clerks 2. A lot of people are like, I wish he'd move on from this. I wish he'd go on and do other things. Clerks 2 was him coming out and admitting, look, this is who I am. This is the filmmaker I am. I'm never going to be Steven Spielberg. I'm the guy that's going to make
right.
dick and fart joke comedies. I'm going to make them for no money, but there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what Clerks 2 is all about. And that's what Zack and Miri is. It's just another one of his films for his fans, made for no money, that made its money back opening weekend. And that's what this guy does.
He didn't make that movie for $10 million, though.
Dude, he does. No, Clerks 2 was made for $6 million. Zack and Miri, I don't think, was probably made for much more than that. I mean, it may have been, but it definitely wasn't 20 million.
Okay. Well, it made. I imagine it's on its way to making a profit. It's already made $20.7 million. So
It's made its money back and then some. It's going to continue on. It's going to do well on DVD. It's a funny movie. It's a good, solid Kevin Smith film.
It's an amusing movie.
And you know what? I tend to be more lenient on Kevin Smith movies because I am self-aware.
I was so wanting to come in and say something. You beat me to the shit because I was going to say last week you talked about how you were lenient on Kevin Smith.
I love his movies. I absolutely love them. And you know what? If you're a Kevin Smith fan, you haven't seen this yet, you got to see it. It's Kevin Smith.
If you are a Kevin Smith man, you can see anything he does. If you're a Kevin Smith fan, you can see him taking a shit and break the toilet.
That is not true. I mean,
I don't know. Kevin Smith fans. This is what annoys me too. I mean, it's just me though. I am not a blind fan. I don't think of anything, but you just admitted you are a true fan, so you probably like Kevin Smith as long as he's kind of doing what he's doing right now, no matter what.
Sure. Well, not no matter what. He's still got to deliver the goods. He's still got to bring his best.
As long as he's doing what he's kind of doing right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Which I don't think is his best, but you think that's him.
Well, no. It's him. It's not the best thing he's done, but I think Zack and Miri is up there among some of the better things he's done. I think it's one of his funniest movies. I think it's definitely one of his most heartfelt movies. Nothing touches Chasing Amy. Chasing Amy is the single best thing he's done. Clerks is great. Clerks isn't the best movie he's made. It was just very groundbreaking.
Even though I saw Clerks again not too long ago, about a year and a half ago, every time I see that movie, I grow to like it even more.
Oh, I love that. I mean, I've got it on my PSP. I've got the Clerks X, and I take that with me on planes and such because it's one of those movies that you can just pop in and zone out and
I like
really
Clerks
enjoy.
From the very beginning. I mean, looking at it now, I'm just like, wow, this movie really does grow on me the more I see it. So there are you naysayers about me hating Kevin Smith.
No, and see, I would never accuse you of hating Kevin Smith because I know for a fact that you like some Kevin Smith movies. However, that brings us to number 4. Saw V.
No, Changeling.
Changeling. Oh, that's right. It's not Saw V.
Saw is like number 7.
Yeah, that's right.
Changeling.
No, Changeling is still here.
$20.6 million so far. Made $7.3 million this past weekend. So, yeah, still up in there.
You know, it's really good to know that so many people have paid to get a good night's sleep, or at least 2.5 hours of sleep.
I don't dislike this movie as much as you did, but I do have to admit there are moments that are very slow in this movie. And I actually like the movie more than you do.
Because you're more lenient on Clint Eastwood.
On Clint Eastwood. Now, there you go. Now, if he was an animated Clint Eastwood, look out.
Oh, my God. You would love that film. Holy
I would
shit.
love it.
You'd be on your knees blowing that film as we speak.
If it was I love this cartoon Clint Eastwood. And he has candy corn coming out of his penis. It would be wonderful. There's
a candy corn.
Again, Clint Eastwood, one of those people I'm a huge fan of, but Changeling,
awesome.
Hey, you know something?
No, I don't know something.
This will be a good. I'm going to say what I'm about to say right now.
Good.
For an email later. But Changeling, Clint Eastwood movie. I can definitely say though, I thought at first like, man, I bet this is going to be like up there with some of the Oscar stuff. And then in retrospect, I would say, you know why I'm saying this? Because this has been a lame Oscar season. And this is not that good of a movie for that.
It's not been a lame Oscar season. They've held the Oscar films.
Are they still holding those? That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, we've got stuff coming. And the thing is, and here's the weird thing, and this is something we'll be talking about more and more over the next year. So many big and good films have been pushed to next year because the studios don't have anything because of the writer's strike and then because of this silent actor strike that's been going on.
Yeah.
This weird thing that nobody's talking about, nobody's writing about, in which nobody's fucking making movies. This is a really weird time. So all these releases are being shuffled to next year. They've got good films that are done, and they're just like, you know what? I think we'll wait till next year to release it. I think what we're gonna see is a very late Oscar season this year. But
I was talking about the movie with Jamie Foxx and Robert Downey Jr. What is that movie? You know which one I'm talking about.
I do, and I'm blanking on the title.
And it was supposed to be released in December.
Yeah, it was another one that got pushed back.
Yeah.
Then, of course, there's The Road, which got pushed back.
Oh, that's right. The McCormick movie.
Defiance, the Daniel Craig movie with the guys in the the
World War II movie.
Yeah, the World War II Hiding the Jews movie that got pushed back.
There is a movie that's coming out that might be Oscar worthy. Doubt, with Philip Seymour Hoffman and Meryl Streep.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
it'll get Oscar buzz whether it's good or not. That's how Philip Seymour Hoffman films work nowadays.
You think so?
Dude, everything he does, it's Oscar buzz. Oscar buzz.
You think it'll be the same with Schenectady?
Schenectady, New York.
Yeah.
Well, Schenectady is.
Is it Schenectady? Because they spell it Schenectady, but there is a place called Schenectady, New York.
It's Schenectady, New York, and that's how it's spelled. And Schenectady, I keep in mind that the East Coast has all this, huge immigrant populations, and so many things got named.
So that's one
using other languages, and
so you think Schenectady is going to be that the kind of Oscar buzz? Philip Seymour Hoffman, Charlie Kaufman movie.
I think it's going to get buzz simply based on the screenplay, but I don't think it's going to carry through, because while I'm hearing some critics go, "Oh, it's genius, it's wonderful," everyone I talk to is like, "It's the most pretentious piece of shit I have ever seen."
I will tell you that.
I know. I remember I missed the screening of that, and I'm like, "Oh crap!" And then one of my buddies twittered, he's like, "Just got out of Schenectady, New York." Boy, was it a big piece of shit. And it's like, this is a guy who's like really kind of lenient on this kind of stuff, and this is right up his alley. And for him to call it pompous and pretentious was kind of like, ooh, I don't know.
Self-indulgent, man. I was actually really bored. I'd say I'd be fair to give the movie, because it is different, and it is something I think you will see different things in every time you see it. But it's like, I'd have to wait for this just to be on TV, because I would not submit myself to it again. Yeah. So anyway,
but that brings us to number 3, an appropriate number 3.
Oh, High School Musical 3, senior year, which is really got Oscar buzz behind it this year.
High School the Musical 3 is the herpes of top 5 movies. It just won't fucking go away no matter how hard you try. It's here to stay.
But you know what?
You could put creams on it. You could take your Valtrex every day. High School the Musical 3 will still be here next week. It'll be there.
Yeah.
It's just oh my God. It's
like a zit, man.
It's like glitter.
You pop it and then you steal it for the scar that takes weeks and months for it to fade.
But see, a zit will go away. Glitter is forever.
What? What's the
glitter? Have you ever gotten a piece of glitter on you?
What, like, oh, you're talking about like you hugged a girl at the end of the night and there's got glitter all over you?
Okay, don't say you could say that it was a stripper. let's
Come
be
on.
honest.
Now, no, let's really be honest. You know I don't like strip joints. It was a hooker.
And you know that strippers don't use glitter and body spray anymore for just that reason. Too many guys are getting busted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did they finally stop this shit?
That's why strippers don't smell the same anymore. That's a product of our generation, my man. Strippers with body spray and glitter. So, High School the Musical 3. What the fuck you gonna say? You know what? I'll
you call it High School the Musical. I think it's called High School Musical.
High School Musical. Do I look like I'm young enough to care?
It looks like you like it, and you're trying to throw this little ploy in there. High School the Musical. I misname it because I don't watch it.
You know what? I'll tell you though.
Man.
I was at Target tonight, and I was wandering around the home section, and I found I wandered into the Disney aisle they have there, where it's all the stuff for the little girls' rooms.
I like the way you say I just wondered.
No. I was in the honestly.
All
it's
of
the
a
most
sudden,
boring thing ever. I'm wandering through towels, and I'm looking at getting new bath towels, and I turn a corner looking because it's like, the crap towels, the better towels, the best towels. I'm like, the really good towels are around no, this is the Disney corner. And I turn around to leave, and I see a High School Musical waste paper basket. And it's a big picture of Zac Efron smiling at me. And I'm like,
which of my gay friends would like this?
No, there was part of me that wanted to buy it and put it by my computer so that I could toss my jizz napkins into it. Because here you go, Zach. And I thought, how awesome would that be?
I would not admit that to anybody. That could be read so many different ways.
Yes, it can. And that's the beauty of it. It's just, what's that? That's my Zac Efron jizz bucket.
Again, you'd be better off giving it to your gay friends for them to put their jizz towels into. But I
just love the idea of it. It's like, that's just.
You cannot do this as a joke. I don't ever want to come to your place and see a High School Musical trash can.
Well, see, the thing is, you turn it around, there's Vanessa Hudgens. So it's like.
It's not enough. Unless that bitch is naked and bending over. No, it is not. So do you really believe Zac Efron's gay?
You know what?
I don't know.
What has 2 thumbs and doesn't give a shit?
You.
This guy.
All right. So that brings us up to
number two.
Role models, which you were definitely not.
Yeah, no, I am. Me and Charles Barkley, baby. I am not a role model.
I'm not a role model. Fuck yous.
Hello, 1995.
$19.2 million.
19.2? Excellent. No,
Yeah, it did well.
I'm very happy to see that duo. That movie was funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm. No,
I was playing 40K on Thursday. I was at my Thursday night gaming, and somebody was making a joke about that movie and go, "Oh God, that's gonna be another stupid fucking movie." I said, "Who the fuck is talking shit about role models before they've seen it?" And it's like,
well, you got shot.
He was like, "Well, it could be good," and I'm like, "No, I've seen it." And they're like, "How is it?" It's fucking funny as shit. Dude, the last third of the movie takes place at a LARP, and like everybody in the room said, "What?"
Oh, I was about to say, these nerds you hang out with, they
they knew exactly what a LARP was, and they were like, "Oh my God, we have to see this." And so the next day they all went and saw it and all fucking loved it because it's fucking funny as shit. If you have not seen Role Models yet, dude, it's funny. See it.
Yeah, no, we all agreed it was funny. We all gave it kind of different ratings, but we all agreed it is funny. I laughed really hard at a lot of things in that movie. Paul Rudd and Sean William Scott. Sean William Scott needed a hit too, man. What was the last thing he did that really did well? I mean, the guy has movies coming out on DVD that never got released.
Well, yeah, but there's issues with that, and apparently that's supposed to be funny as hell as well. The that new one that he's got that he shot. You had somebody, a family member in it or something.
Yeah,
like
a nephew, Gary, the tennis coach.
Yeah, there are people who have seen it. Like it's floating around online, and people say it's really fucking funny.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that it's not funny.
There was a guy who came to a Halloween party I was at dressed as Gary, the tennis coach.
Well, why would he show up knowing nobody knows what this shit is?
Because he's Fitz.
Well,
you know Fitz, right?
Fitz, refresh me.
You would, if you saw him, you'd know him. He's a local guy. He's a cool, weird cat that dates a friend of mine, and he's the
Fitz. That fucking the guy with the accent,
the guy with the curly hair. He's
okay.
Anyhow,
dressed up as Gary
nobody
the tennis
listening
coach.
to this cares. He's dressed up as Gary the tennis coach, and a few people saw him and go, "Oh my God, you're Gary the tennis coach!" And yeah, you've seen it. And they went on about how much they love the movie. I don't even know, but Role Models, I know, fucking funny.
Yeah, well, good for everybody involved.
Which brings us to the most unfortunate number one.
Unfortunate,
dude. Did this movie really deserve to make $60-some-odd million this weekend?
I can't even say that I think it deserves because I knew it was going to do that well.
I knew it was going to do well. I didn't think it was going to do gangbusters well like that.
You didn't?
No, especially not with the way the kids' movies have been doing lately. I mean, that just I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to do that well.
Madagascar was a huge hit.
Yeah,
and
it was.
all even said we were surprised at how good it did, at how well it did. I mean, and so I just knew that this was. You know what? I'm surprised it didn't make more than this. I thought it was going to make about $70 million. It made $63.1 million this weekend. A huge number for that movie. I thought it was going to make more, but yeah. I mean, no big surprise. It's sequel to Madagascar.
Yeah.
And
it came and now it can go.
DreamWorks.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a came and went movie.
And it's still going to be around like High School Musical 3. It's going to be hard to shake this one out.
It might.
I mean, it's huge, man. And this isn't me. This isn't my animation bias.
I don't know. I don't know. There's a Disney film coming up to shake it out.
Oh, well, yeah. Bolt.
And Bolt looks really good.
And Bolt's in a couple of weeks, right? Yeah, for the 21st.
Like a week or two.
Oh, yeah,
2
Bolt's going to definitely come in.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen 15 minutes of it, and that movie that's a funny movie.
Yeah, no, we all saw that 15 minutes of it.
No. You guys saw about 6 or 7 minutes of it. I saw a whole separate presentation with extra scenes.
That part that we saw in the theater was funny, man. I'm looking forward to it.
The thing is, that wasn't even my favorite material. The stuff you guys haven't seen yet is Bolt's actual TV show.
Oh, I saw that.
Well, no, you saw the beginning of that. But
no, they showed that at Comic-Con.
Oh, you saw that? Yeah. Okay, then you saw that stuff. That stuff's great.
That's where I first thought, like, oh, man, it's not so bad. I almost walked out of that.
All the Michael Bay stuff and
and
the motorcycle fight, and it's fucking... Good stuff, man.
It looks like it's going to be really funny.
Can I say fucking more tonight? I am.
No, because we're not even at the top 5. You got a lot more to go. It's gonna be a lot more fucking going on besides this.
I don't know about that, dude. It's just you and me in here. I don't. I
like
you, Corey. I don't like you.
As long as you don't use that word as I want to blank you, Corey. Then that will have a problem.
We could. This could be our homage to Soul Men. We could just say motherfucker all night.
Oh, man, it should be called motherfucking grumpy old man.
Grumpy old motherfuckers is what it should be called. You grumpy old motherfucker.
That movie...
We didn't even get to review that. I was very depressed. I emailed you, and you never emailed me back.
I left town that Wednesday, and I actually left earlier than I thought I was going to be leaving. So I really did want to record
We could actually give a little review right now, here in the middle of a couple of cold ones.
Okay, let's go ahead. Why not? Yeah, but yes.
This movie...
Last movie of Bernie Mac and Isaac Hayes.
Yeah, and it was not a very good movie.
But did you not enjoy it, though?
No, but that's the thing. The thing is as a movie, the story, the plot, the jokes, not very good. Every time they put the camera in one place and let Bernie Mac and Sam Jackson play off each other, that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah.
I was what is so depressing about watching this movie is they are so good together. They should have been the new Mathau and Lemon.
Yes.
That should have been that comedy team that people said, wow, they were really great together. If only they had a real script. Can we get them a real script to watch these two play off each other and be funny as hell? Because, God, they were funny. Rim job, baby. Rim job.
Oh, and that was at the beginning of the movie. Every time him and Samuel Jackson, they were so good together, man.
My favorite line of the movie wasn't theirs, but it was about, they sure do say motherfucker a lot, but they're really nice guys.
They followed up with them because that line was so funny because you were thinking that yourself. Wow, they say motherfucker a lot in this movie. And then